because you will get pregnant and die. Don't have sex in the missionary position. Don't have sex standing up. Just don't do it. Promise? Okay, everybody take some rubbers.
Less than half the states in the U.S. mandate sex ed. Only less than half of that teach medically correct sex ed.
They don't get into much depth about sex ed. It's more about health and healthy eating and drugs.
If you're going to be sexually active, make sure you use protection. There's no reason why somebody 16, 17 should become a parent. Not necessary. In health class, ever since I've been teaching from middle school on up, I've tried to get across to students what would happen if and when, they didn't use protection, they just went out there and had sex. You don't want to have babies raising babies. So that's where I go with it. Nobody's ever too big for a condom. They make small ones, big ones, large ones, extra large.
Well, my first real form of sexual education would probably be in freshman year with Mr. Goldstein. I didn't really know much during the time, so that Pennsylvania doesn't have any mandate saying that sexual education has to be medically accurate. 22 states that have mandated that sexual education has to be taught in their schools. 8 of them has nothing to do with homosexuality. So if the teacher is teaching sexual education, he can say no, it's not okay to be gay.
Leslie Robinson, the outreach manager for the Princeton Review, explains what the STT is and how it compares to the ACT.
There's a lot that's different, and there are some wins for the students, which is basically a really good thing. In the old SAT, you would lose a quarter point if you made a mistake or if you answered a question incorrectly. On the new SAT, you do not lose a quarter point, so it's in your best interest to pretty much guess if you can. Do very process of elimination guessing.
Students at the Academy of Palumbo feel like their intelligence is not measured in any way, shape, or form by the SAT test.
I think they're stupid, honestly, because the SAT doesn't measure how well you know subjects. It only measures how well you are to take the SAT.
The ACT is a test similar to the SAT. Most schools, all colleges will accept ACT or the SAT. ACT is a more intuitive test for students. A lot of students like the ACT better because it asks more questions about, the student's position. They want them to give information about how they feel about a certain topic. The SAT tends to lean more towards historical information, for you to analyze that. So students find that it's easier for them to take the ACT test, but both tests are accepted to most colleges and universities in the area.
Applying to college is an important time for students in their junior and senior years. Taking the SATs is the most important of all the checklists in applying for college. With the SAT changing this March, it is pivotal for students to know what is changing.
We have schools that do it all over, yes. So schools, and this is a great opportunity for students at Palumbo to get a feel for what the new test is like. It's similar to the ACT, so students who are interested in maybe thinking about taking the ACT would, consider, taking it now. The SAT both are pretty similar at this point.
It was more a test of who knew the tricks around the problems rather than how smart you actually are.
I am a teacher and I do value standardized testing, but I also think that the SATs advantage privileged populations, and so students who don't have the opportunity to take extra classes won't do as well, which isn't fair.
How many times have you remembered something 5 minutes just after the teacher said stop writing, only to receive your results 1 month later to realize that you were only 1 mark short of the top grade? We all have different abilities, thought processes, experiences and genes. So why is a class full of individuals tested by the same means? So does that mean Sherelle thinks she's dumb because she couldn't do a couple of sums? And if this issue is not addressed properly, it then becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Then every school has the audacity to have a policy on equality. The irony.